Greetings, everyone. Rajee Narinesingh here, transgender activist, actress, spiritualist, author, show host, board member on the board of directors of the organization Trans Social, and reality TV personality. Yeah, I know I'm a lot of things, y'all. So, I'm coming to you from a very humble home here in South Florida, USA. And recently I went to dinner with a friend. So, we're sitting eating dinner, and this lady comes over to the table. She's like, "Oh my God, I recognize you from the TV show Botched." So, she says, "You are just such an inspiration. Your story was so inspiring to me, and you're such a beautiful person." And then she starts to really like look at my face, really like intricately looking at my face. And she says, "You're gorgeous now. You really are." And I like just kind of blurted out, "Thank you so much. I mean, it'll probably never be perfect, but I've come a long way." And she looked in my eyes and she says, "Hun, who's perfect?" And we both started laughing. So since that dinner, I started to think about the reality TV show Botched and what the doctors really did to me. First, in 2005, I had the horrible reaction in my face. Oh my God, I was devastated. I was scared. I was confused. I was embarrassed. I was depressed. It was a really, really hard time for me. And sometimes I think about those days and I can't believe I made it through. Because there were times I wanted to check out. It was just so hard. And I was able to keep going, to hold on. And I do believe, I know it's through the grace of God and my faith that I held on. And so I continued to do my activism. I would go to different venues and, talk about what it means to be transgender. I would share my own personal story. And in 2011, my story went viral. Literally, I was thrusted in front of the worldwide media. And so I thought to myself, wow, this is an opportunity for me to like educate people on such a broad level, global, and maybe even inspire some people. Because at that time, I didn't think I could get any help, like as far as like reconstructive surgery. I just didn't think it was doable because it was such uncharted territory. So for me, it was like, well, that probably isn't going to happen. I'll have to live with the way my face is, but at least I can use something that happened to me to do good with it. And so I did. I was on, so many shows worldwide, different media platforms and outlets. And, when I told that lady at dinner a few weeks ago, um, that, I responded like, "Well, it probably won't ever be perfect, but, I've come a long way." I have to admit, there's times where I go in front of the mirror and I'm like looking at my face and kind of nitpicking at my face. And I'm like, "Oh, maybe if this wasn't here, or maybe if this was pulled back here." And then literally, I always stop because I start to think about how I looked before, like from 2005 when I had the horrible reaction, and all those years I lived with a very disfigured face. And if I really want to snap out of it, all I have to do is see a old picture of me, and I can't say nothing but, "Raji, you've come a long way." You really, really have. So, going on the TV show Botched, um, and interacting with the doctors was extremely life changing for me. Life changing. First of all, I got to get some corrective surgery, which was such a blessing, and that has given me more confidence in my life and more confidence to maneuver through the world, because there were days when I was with a disfigured face that I could had to like literally force myself to walk out my door. Um, but what has really, 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 really been life changing, oh my God, was the opportunity to be on a platform where people, many people, could see who I really am, could see me, like my essence, my persona, my content of character, my essence, like who Rajee is. And that was life changing because there were many days when I was walking around with a disfigured face and go out into society and I feel like I'm an outcast, that people were, ostracizing me like I was some pariah. And, you know, a lot of people are superficial. They judge you right off on how you look. And I would be so sad some days because I would be like, why don't people see it? Like, why can't people see my kindness and my love and my light and, the goodness that I have, you know, inside me? Like, why can't people see that? It would really make me so sad. So when I had that opportunity to have that huge platform, it was like, it was a big game changer, y'all. A big game changer. Um, I was on season two the first time I was on Botched, and I was on the premiere show. And after it aired, literally the next day, I was getting messages from people all around the world, all types of people, and 95% of the messages were positive. Oh, Rajee, you're so beautiful. Oh, Rajee, you're so pretty. You're such an inspiration. You're so strong. Oh, your light shines so bright. And I'm sitting there reading these messages and thinking, but you still have a disfigured face. And because that first season that I was on, no surgeries, I just went on to share my story with more people. And I was sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, these people are finally seeing me. They're seeing me, because for so long I was just being judged based on, you know, how I looked on the outside. And it, for a long time, I've always known, like for a very long time, that beauty, true beauty is from within. But that experience, oh my God, it profoundly affirmed that for me. Because these people, despite the way I looked, they were seeing me, they were seeing my light. And that was a game changer. That was a big game changer. So I I just have so much gratitude. You know, when I even said to that lady when I was at dinner, well, it's, it probably won't, get any better, but I've come a long way. I, like, when I was saying it, I was like, why am I saying that? Because what I've seen in my life is that it's so important to look at the glass half full instead of half empty. And that, when you can really see the blessings that you have, that is a beautiful thing. And so I know I had been so blessed. I mean, after Botch, so many different opportunities came my way. So, not only getting some corrective surgery, but then having the platform to really showcase me, who I truly am, despite my physicality, and then the opportunities. I mean, all I could be is grateful. Thank you. Thank you to Botch, the team over there, and to Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif for changing my life. And I kid with Dr. Dubrow because he's a ham and I'm a ham. And I say to him, you have magic hands and you performed your magic on my face. And literally, he did. He did that. So thank you. Thank you for making me beautiful. For making my outside kind of match the beauty of my inside. Because I know that is definitely beautiful. On that note, I want to wish everyone love, happiness, peace, good health, prosperity, and many wonderful blessings.